So what I wanted to do is just introduce the two different HE-VA Stealth Points that we've got in our range. So the first maxi part point is this one. It's gone through a number of different changes. This is how it's ended up. So we've got a really decent amount of tungsten on that leading tip. That's where it penetrates. Now following on from that, we've got a much thinner strip of tungsten coming up through here, and then a thinner piece of tungsten going right the way through to the very top that's completely unbroken. So that really has been a huge game changer. It used to come to about here, and we got a lot of wear coming through this top end. The original one as well was very much aligned to the original, which we'd always want to try to do, but what we found is we just had to thicken this piece up here in order to give much longer life to this point. So it is slightly thicker up this top end, and the tungsten does really need to run to the very top, hence the thickness. Following on behind that, we've got a really good amount of hard facing here, again running all the way to the top, right the way through to the top round here, and then leading down that back edge of the leg protector. On the wing, you've got tungsten covering that full width of the wing. Really gone well for us, and for most people that is more than enough. That's absolutely plenty. But you'll have some people that are running these stealths in some really stony conditions. Now those stones are going through the ground and they're moving the ground anyway. So low disturbance is always going to be something that's pretty hard to achieve when you've got so many big stones in the ground. So those people farming those conditions have really come on board and said, look, we need something that's even stronger, it's going to last even longer. Now we do realise that in order to do that, we're going to have a little bit more disturbance. So hence the heavy duty version. Not for everyone, but for those in tough conditions, I think it's a bit of a game changer. So what we've got is really thick piece of tungsten on the bottom again. That same thickness travels all the way to this point. And then again, we've got unbroken tungsten right the way through to the very, very top. Now that is 20 mil wide as opposed to about 8 on here. What it does allow us to do is put a lot more thickness into this side plate as well to protect the leg. And that has also been helped by that hard facing that's running behind that tungsten on the leading shin. What we've found over the years is that when you protect something a lot more in one place, that wear will travel somewhere else. So we're always looking to see where that will go. So we've continued with the tungsten on the front of the wing, but the other place, even with this one, that we'd find wear is at the back end of this wing. So in order to protect that, we've got another piece of tungsten. So this is a double tungsten wing now. We've got tungsten here and then another piece that runs across from the shin or the leg protector here right the way to that outside edge, and that is further protected behind that with a lot of hard facing. So that really stops any secondary wear that would be negated by just having tungsten on that front edge.